Sales is the most lucrative skill in the world, period. The problem is most sales advice out there today is outdated, cheesy, and could even keep you from the deals that can make all the difference in your career. This is the No BS Sales School, a podcast for entrepreneurs and salespeople who want to master the skill of selling without all the BS. Welcome to the No BS Sales School podcast. I'm your host, Walker McKay. I have this belief that if you want to be way above anybody else in your industry and customer service, if you want to be just top of the mark, best of the pack, all you have to do is just don't suck at it. Just don't act like you hate your customers. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I mean, things have just gotten worse and worse and worse. We're on hold times on the phone for an hour and a half sometimes, just to talk to a live fucking human being. I used to bank with this bank about 5 or 6 years ago, and I liked it because I knew a lot of people there. And if I needed something, I could get something, right? If I needed help or an overdraft paid or something, I knew I could reach out and get somebody. And all of a sudden, they changed their phone system. And the phone system sent everybody to voicemail. So when you call, maybe everybody like put me on automatic voicemail, right? But they would push the button and the phone wouldn't ring. It'd go right to voicemail. So I would call my friend, the banker, or my banker who is my friend, to say I need help with this. And I'd get his voicemail and it would say, "Thank you for calling so-and-so at so-and-so bank. I'm busy right now. If you need to talk to me immediately, call Susan at this number." So I'd hang up and I'd call Susan that number and she'd have her phone on forward too. And she'd say, "Hi, this is Susan at so-and-so bank. I'm not available right now. If you need to talk to me immediately, you can call the first person whom I freaking called and got their voice message." So you couldn't get anywhere. One day I called 11 people in the bank, and I got voicemail 11 times in a row. Hit zero, doesn't take you anywhere. That tells your customer, F you, I don't give a shit about you. I know banks are busy. Hire more people. If you care about your customers, hire more people. Have people answer the phone. Verizon, I'll go ahead and call you out. Your customer service sucks. You're on hold forever. My wife had a question about it. She was on hold for an hour and they said, "We're sorry, if you don't know the PIN for this account, we can't give you any information." How can you tell your customer to fuck off more than that? Can you believe it? Happens all the time. Not sure why I get surprised by it. If you just act like you don't hate your customers, you're probably way above everybody else. I found something today that was the opposite of that, right? And I don't think it was much better. I had a problem. Our alarm company, right, our security alarm company, whatever, said, "Your bill is late." Right? And so I go to sign in to the portal so I can pay, and it says your password is wrong. Okay, well, I've never changed the password in this thing. So I try it again. I change password, and it says, "We'll send you an email." The email never came. So I did it a second time. Email never came. All right, damn it. So finally I find the 800 number and I call the number. I'm on hold for not too long, 10, 12 minutes, way too fucking long for this. Lady answers the phone, could not have been any nicer. I said, "Ma'am, I'm trying to change the password so I can get into my account and figure out how much money I owe you guys so that I can pay." Pretty simple, right? And I tell her who I am and my address, and she pulls it up and she says, "Okay, it looks like you're 1 month behind." She said it's $57. She goes, "The price went up in January, so the bill went from $49 to $57, but she said, I'll go ahead and just change you back to $49. Okay. That's great. So we talk a little bit more, and I said, "I just need to change the password in the portal." And she goes, "It's funny. A lot of people say that when they go to reset the password, it doesn't send them the link. Okay, this is a well-known problem in your company. You should fix it. For God's sake, fix it." All right. So anyway, we stay on the phone. She's very nice. She sees I've been paying all along, right? That whatever happened, because the payment went from 49 to 57, it rejected my payment or something. So that's what happened. And she said, "I tell you what, I'll just go ahead and take this January thing. I'll just make that go away." So all of a sudden so now my bill's gone down $7 a month, 7 times 12, whatever that is. That's pretty good. It's not chump change. And she's taken off the $57 or whatever I owed from January. Here's the thing. I didn't ask for any of that shit. I'm perfectly happy to get free alarm service. That suits me just fine. I hadn't asked for any of that. And it just costs that company, I don't know how many times a day this happens across all of their customer service reps. But if they're just giving away free month, that's costing that company a bunch of money on their bottom line. Here's my point to you. If somebody calls with a complaint, somebody calls you and says, this is screwed up, you guys messed this up, blah, 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 blah. Here's how I want you to respond. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Not the Verizon, I'm sorry, sir, which is automatically on their script that comes up there and they're completely insincere. I'm so sorry that happened. Tell me something. What do we need to do to make this right? I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry you had trouble with our portal. What do we need to do to make this right? And I would have said, can you just send me the link or tell me what my fucking password is so that I can go in the portal and pay this thing? And you know what? I would have paid it. I would have seen it cost $8 more. And I would have said, well, everything's going up. That's just what it is. And I would have paid it. I mean, I don't ever think about my alarm company. Why in the hell would I think, oh, it's time for me to switch? They've gone up $8. I'm not, it's too much of a pain in the ass. But I called customer service. She couldn't have been nicer, but she gave away the store and she didn't have to do it. I don't know how much margin, how much profit is given away by customer service reps or salespeople that when somebody calls with a problem, they just start giving shit away. Oh, we won't charge you for that. Oh, we'll give you your next one free or blah, blah, blah. And here's the thing. Your customer that you're now giving shit to for free, they'll take that. They won't say no, but they'll ask for what they want too. They won't be satisfied until they get what they want too. And if you ask them first, maybe what they want is only half of what you would have ordinarily given. I'm Walker McKay with No BS Sales. Just don't suck at customer service and you'll be way ahead of everybody else. If you know somebody needs to hear this, forward this podcast. Thanks for listening to the No BS Sales School podcast. If you're struggling to close deals, then I want to invite you to take my free mini course where you'll learn the 7 most expensive sales mistakes that will cost you time, money, and credibility. So be sure to click the link in the show notes or go to www.7salesmistakes.com. That's the number 7salesmistakes.com. Thanks again for listening to the No BS Sales School podcast.